I make a marking here for the measurement of this paper. And then we're going to go ahead and trim it. All right. Now that we have that, we're going to go ahead and measure the other way around. Just right here. I'm going to trim that. And these are really fun cards to make with friends or with your kids. You know, they're really easy to make. They're not that complicated. We're going to take some adhesive and we're going to go ahead and adhere that to the front of the card. Alright, that looks perfect. And you know, you see these this excess that we have there. We're going to use our little fancy Prima knife here and we're going to go ahead and trim that off to make it straight. Alright, and if there's any excess on the side, no, it looks perfect. Alright, and now that we have the front covered, the back is also going to get covered with that same paper. Okay, so we have the paper that we just trimmed. We're going to go ahead and measure it up against our card. We're going to make a little marking here where we're going to trim. And just go ahead and cut that down. Right? Pretty simple, right? So we're going to go ahead and adhere this down on this side now. Adding some adhesive. Just kind of measure that up against the back here. And again, you're going to go ahead and trim the excess. Because it's not going to be perfect because, you know, I don't measure. I hate measuring, too much time, you know, time consuming. But for those of you that measure, you can measure this and you don't have to do this step, right? But it's really easy. I mean, it's going to probably take the entire piece of paper anyway. So, alright, so we have our back of our card covered. And now we're going to go ahead and work with our cover here. Hold on, I think I have a little bit of excess here that I might need to trim off. Alright, now it looks perfect. Alright, so now we're going to work with our cover. And for that, we're going to go ahead and use some gesso. The reason we're using gesso is because we want to lighten this up a little bit. We want to make sure that it's not too, you know, bold. We want it to be a little bit lighter. So we want to get to this. We want to get to this color here. That's very light. So go ahead and open your gesso. And you want to just dab a little bit of it. Because if you dip it in, these foam brushes, they absorb a lot. So you want to just go ahead and get a little bit on the tip, okay? So once you have that, you're going to go ahead and take your card in front of the card and you're going to start brushing. And you want to brush in the same direction. That way, you know, you get an even coverage and there's no weird brush strokes. And just, you know, brush the front of the card entirely. And the reason you're doing just a tip is because you don't want it to saturate it with gesso. You want to just cover it enough that the script still shows on here, okay? Alright. Just a few more brush strokes here. Alright, so now you're going to take your heat tool and you're going to go ahead and give it a quick dry. right, looking good already. So now that it's bone dry, you see these brown, the brown from the paper bag is showing. So to resolve that, we're going to be using our handy dandy white chalker. And this is a white chalker by Ingveld, okay? Super amazing, super chalky, super perfect. I mean, this is the best thing ever. And if you guys haven't gotten your hands on these, you just have to. I'm going to go ahead and use this to cover up the brown on the sides, okay? So just go ahead and take that. And it's very ergonomic. I just love it. Just go ahead and cover all the brown that you see on the sides. Right. Loving that. And I love that you could just cover the brown so quickly. I mean, it's just so ergonomic, so perfect. All right, looks like enough. And now that we have our front of the card pretty much completed, we're gonna go ahead and start embellishing. So from that same piece of paper, we're gonna go ahead and cut some of these squares here. So we're gonna go ahead and trim this piece, and we're gonna cut every single square here, or rectangle, I guess. They're rectangles. All right. We're actually looking after this middle piece here. And just trim that up. And there we go. Got our little piece there. Now I'm going to take my corner chomper. I love to say that, corner chomper. I'm going to go ahead and chomp the corners of this, and this is actually a 1/2 inch corner chomper, and we're gonna go ahead and do that here. And I actually want to make this a little bit slimmer, so I'm just gonna go ahead and trim it just a tad bit. Just gonna take off about 1/2 or maybe 1 inch off of that. And I'm going to go ahead and chomp it again on the corners. Alright, that looks perfect. And now I'm going to go ahead and take my distress tool. If you guys haven't gotten one of these, please get one. It's just so amazing. Just give it a few little swipes there to kind of give it a distressed look. And this is going to be our centerpiece to our card. That's going to go in the bag. So we're going to build this up. If you guys know me, you guys know that I love adding embellishments and dimension to my cards. Alright, this is what we have so far. And the next piece we're going to go ahead and take is this one. This is from the same piece of paper. And we're going to go ahead and also use our corner chomper to cut the corners here. I love how this just cuts perfect corners. Love this. We're going to take some foam adhesive. Just give it a few swipes just to give it that little distress look. And take your foam adhesive. And we're going to adhere this down in a minute. Oh yes, everybody needs a corner chomper. Corner chompers are, and look at this cute. Look at, I just realized, oh my god, I've had this for a while. I just realized that it's the same color as my distress tool. It matches. Look at how cute. I have a matching little set. So cute. Anyway, yeah, so now we're gonna go ahead and add our little foam here. remove those little pieces of paper. Oh man, this is the most boring part of this, taking out these little pieces of paper. Ugh. Right, oh, see, still missing one. How many am I missing? Okay, here we go. Okay, all of these look like they're ready to go. Alright, now we're going to place this all the way to the bottom because we want this little piece of paper down here to show a little bit. So all the way to the bottom, we're going to adhere this down. See that? Now you're going to see this, and you also see this, okay? Now we're going to take that piece of paper with the piano piece. This is my absolute favorite piece. I wish I had a whole paper with this. I mean, just amazing designs. I love it. So go ahead and trim that out from that paper. Right, here we go. Give it a few swipes with your distress tool. And if you notice, this is kind of a bit bold. You know, I guess everything's bold for me, but just go ahead and take your gesso and using the lid. This is a neat trick. If you don't want to use a lot, since your brush already has a lot, you just want to take some from your lid. And then you're going to go ahead and swipe it to just kind of give it a matching little gesso look, if you want to call it that. Just give it a few swipes here. And this is what it looks like. So perfect. Give it a quick dry. And now we're going to go ahead and adhere it with foam adhesive on top of this musical paper. So see, musical paper, piano, matching, playing, music, carols, fa la 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 la, and all that good stuff here happening. Let's see now. Some foam adhesive. Oh my god, it's getting warm in here. Do you guys feel it or no? It's getting warm. And it's super cold outside. You guys are making me warm. Okay, just take off those little papers here. Oh, Jamie's here. Hi, Jamie. Alright, we got that here. And now we're going to go ahead and adhere it down. About maybe here. Down towards the bottom. This is what we have so far. Alright, now that we have all that, we're going to go ahead and start putting down our flowers and embellishments, okay? So the first thing I want to put down is this really pretty flower. These felt flowers. I'm going to be using this darker blue one in the bottom, right? And, oh, if you guys know me, I just don't like the leaves on any of my flowers. It just drives me nuts. So I'm just going to take them off. But don't throw these away, though. You could use these for something else, okay? So don't throw them away. Always save your scraps. So we're going to be using the flower like this, all right? And we're going to go ahead and adhere it on top of this piano here. So just going to take some glue here. And please disregard my ugly glue gun. I know it's ugly and everybody hates it, but I love it. It's my little baby. All right. So we're going to adhere that down there. Next, we're going to take one of these beautiful spotlight leaves, this green one here. Lovely. Look at this. Look at this detail. Can you guys see this? I just want to eat this leaf. If I was a turtle, I would eat this, like, every day, and just be fabulous. And I would have glitter all over myself. Super cute. Okay, so now we're going to tuck this in under this flower here. So just take some adhesive or glue, and we're going to tuck it in here. Just tuck it, tuck it, tuck. Alright, and then what I love about these leaves is that they're flexible. So, you know, you can move them around, you know, just kind of give it your own little touch. Alright, and now that we have that, we're going to go ahead and take our little leaves. And I'm going to take a small one. This one here, this little teal one. And I'm going to go ahead and just give it a few dabs of gesso there to just gonna give it a little white look. And we're going to put it right over the pretty little flower we just adhered. I'm sorry, the pretty little leaf we just adhered. Oh, I'm thinking of flowers. I think of flowers every day. God. Alright. Look at that. Isn't that neat? Love that. So now that we have that adhered down, we're going to go ahead and take one of those white roses. Where are my white roses? Here they are. I'm going to take one of these larger ones, and I'm going to go ahead and take off this green piece. Sorry, I could save these though. I could use them for something else. I'm going to put it right here next to this flower we just put down. Lovely. I love it there. So this is what we have. Let me get some more glue here. Alright, so next we're going to take another little leaf. From that package, the rondelle package. Do the same thing. Just give it a few swipes of gesso. And we're going to put it under this little rose we just put down here. So it's a she rose. So she can have a little leaf as well. There we go. Lovely. And now we're going to take one of our little resin birds. The little resin birds, where are those? Oh, my stuff gets lost all the time in here. Okay, here we go. We're going to take one of these little resin birds. And when you're using these, you have to be extra careful because they're very fragile. So when you're taking them off the package, you know, you have to be very, very, very careful. Alright, so we're going to take this bird. I'm going to put it down here. And these birds have adhesive, and this adhesive is very strong. Like, if I put my finger on there, like, it sticks. Like, very, 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 very good. So, you know, if you want to put a little bit of extra, you can, but this is very strong adhesive, so I'm not going to use any more. I'm just going to adhere him down here. Alright. And what I did do for him, so to make him a little bit more fabulous, I went ahead and took some diamond stickles, and I just added some to his wings, just to make them a little bit more fabby. Right. This is what we have so far. Isn't that great, guys? Beautiful. And now we're missing one piece here, and that's the timepiece. We're going to take our clocks in our clock hands. I'm going to open those up here. Maybe using this one. See, this is amazing. It says Prima on there. Isn't that gorgeous? I wish I had a watch like this. Prima, make a watch. I want a watch that says Prima. Alright. I'm going to take one of these little arms here. And we're going to be taking some of these. These come with little brads for the middles. Oops. So you're going to go ahead and place your clock arm there. Place a little breath there. Super easy to use these. And now you're gonna be able to move these. And these move, guys, and I don't want it to not move. I kind of want it to have some action. So what I'm going to do, instead of sticking it with adhesive, I'm going to go ahead and use foam. Foam always works. So I add a few pieces of foam there to the back of this. And I'm going to put it right under my flower here. Look at that. Who wouldn't want to get this as a Christmas card, right? But now to make it Christmas, we're gonna go ahead and add some Christmas words. Before we do that, I'm gonna go ahead and take what I have on my gesso brush, just get a few dabs, and I'm gonna go over this felt flower here, just add a few little dabs of gesso to kind of give it a snowy look. See that? It almost looks like it has snow on it. Love it. So now we're going to go ahead and take our alphabet. We're going to be using these beautiful teal colored letters. And oh my god, I love these alphabets. I wish they would never get rid of these because so cool. Okay, so the first word we're going to spell out is joy. And please excuse me if I take forever here. We're going to put joy up here. Wait, did I take the I? Okay, yeah. Joy with a J, not with an I. Joy, so J-O. And then a Y. Where's my Y? So here. You get so many letters with these too. It has a million letters on it, so you will never run out of alphabets. Alright, and then the bottom, we're going to go ahead and spell out tidings. So, joy and tidings. I'm going to go ahead and take an I. Give me an I. I. D. Tidy. That's how my desk should be right now. Tidy. That's not. Tidy. Come on. Tidings. One more letter. Right, then I'm gonna kind of scoot it over a little bit. It's not really centered. Has to be centered. Otherwise, it's gonna look weird. Alright, now that's a little bit centered. So now you're gonna take your brush, and whatever's left in there, you're gonna go ahead and just kind of lightly dab those words to give it a snowy effect as well. Just a little bit. See? Alright, and card number 1, the front is done. So now we're going to go ahead and take some white cardstock, okay? And I've cut these to size, so you're just going to measure the same measurements from the outside, and then you're going to go ahead and cover the inside. So the way you do that is you're going to take this flap, you're going to apply some adhesive here, going to put that down, going to take your white cardstock, I'm going to adhere it down to cover all that brown so you can write a pretty jolly message. Right. Now the other side. cue that down. And it's done. Yay! I'm so excited. So now you will have your front of the card. You have your bag, so you can put money and Prima flowers and embellishments and gift cards to Prima things and money. And then you have your card, so you can write a pretty message. And then you have your bag. Easy, right? We did it in less than what? 20 minutes? Super cute, super easy, okay? And, you know, if you want to add some accent to this, what I did on the other card is I went ahead and added some liquid pearls to the sides just to border it. But you don't have to do that. I'm not going to do that because I don't want to have you guys watch me put liquid pearls on this. But you can do that. And the liquid pearls that I usually use are in the color Platinum Pearl. Okay? So let's move on to the next card. So again, we're going to go ahead and get started with our paper bag. And we already folded this in half. Okay, it's already folded for us. We're going to go ahead and work on this card now. The one with the pretty cherub on top. And we're going to go ahead and take the same piece of paper we're working with, but this time we're going to take this side of the paper. This is a very strong script. It's behind this one with the rectangles, the Wordsm collection. So we're going to do that. We're going to trim off the bottom strip. To begin, it's a standard size bag. I'm not sure, it's just a lunch bag. But I did measure it for you guys. It's 5 by, I thought it was 11. Let me just double check here. Yes, 11, 5 by 11 lunch bag. Okay, and then we're gonna go ahead and do the same thing we did with the first one. So we're gonna go ahead and take our lunch bag, align it with our paper, make a few markings here and there, right? Then we're gonna go ahead and take our trimmer, trim that down. To size. I believe I'm using the same. Yeah, I'm using the same. So I'm gonna take the same piece and I'm gonna do the back while I'm here. So measure that. Make a quick marking. The back. I'm gonna trim that off, that little piece, and don't throw those away, guys. You could use them for other things, other projects. Alright, and now we're going to go ahead and start adhering this down. And you know, I got my lunch bags at the supermarket for $1, and it comes with 40 lunch bags. So that's 40 cards you can make out of $1 basically. And if you guys have paper already and you have embellishments, these are really cheap cards, and they're not only cards, they're going to actually serve you as gift card holders and money holders and, you know, just anything you decide to do with them. I mean, that's really, really, you know, cheap. Okay, now we're going to trim off the excess here with our little Prima knife. I'm going to go ahead and do the back now. Oops, wrong side. I'm going to put that in the back now. Perfecto. I'm going to trim that excess off. A little bit of excess here, a little bit of excess there. right. Looking good, looking good. Alright, so now that we have this, we're going to go ahead and do our gessoing again. And we're going to take our handy brush here, take a few dabs of the gesso, start dabbing away. And I like this paper a lot too because this one has more dark, the black script, and it shows better through the gesso than the other paper we use, but I like the other one too because it's subtle. So, it's not that dark. And but we're just trying to make these Christmassy, so that's why we're trying to cover them up just a tad bit. So always use your tip of your brush to get the gesso, and then dab, brush, dab, brush. I'm just gonna cover this up. Make it look nice and white and pretty. Alright. I think it looks good. Now we're going to go ahead and give it a quick dry. Alright, now that it's dry, nice and dry and warm, we're going to go ahead and take our Inkville Balm Chalk Edger once again in white. If you haven't gotten this, you need to get it. Like I said, it's just amazing. It just works so well to cover up all that brown in the card. Just give it a few swipes. To cover up that brown there. Alright, looks pretty perfect to me. Alright, now that we have that covered, we're going to start working on our embellies. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take some of that paper we had left over. We had some of this paper, half of this paper left over from the other card. So I'm going to go ahead and cut a square from this. And, it doesn't have to be a specific measurement. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and just take this. And we're going to go ahead and cut this into a square. About that much. Are you guys there? I still see my feed. I'm not sure. Is everybody there still? Okay, looks like everybody's there. Can everybody see me? Hi. Okay, not sure what happened. My broadcast is still going. It hasn't stopped at all, so not sure what's going on, but okay. Now that everybody's back, gonna continue on. So now we're gonna take our chomper once again. I'm gonna chomp those corners. Okay, and we're gonna go ahead and adhere this with foam adhesive down to our card. Can everybody see me? Carrie? Can you see me? It's still broadcasting on my end. Not sure. All right. I'm going to take these foam adhesive pieces and adhere this down. All right, looks like it's ready. We're going to go ahead and adhere this down in the center. All right. And now we're going to go ahead and take a die cut piece I cut, this doily. All right. And we're going to go ahead and put this down in the middle of this. But first, we're going to go ahead and mist it a little bit. I'm going to be using this color called Sandy Beach. It's one of my favorite colors. It's a chalkboard glimmer mist. And we're going to go ahead and mist this real quick. Give it a few mists there. Kind of rub it with our finger to get all that covered. And dry that. This is cut from my silhouette. It's just a regular doily. Or you can use any doily. You don't have to use this exactly, but it's just a regular doily. Alright, so we're going to take that, and now that it's glimmer misted with that mist, like I said, this is the Sandy Beach chalk mist. Give it a quick mist, just, you know, dry it. We're going to go ahead and adhere it to the center of the card. Add some adhesive here, some foam. And we're going to go ahead and adhere it down. Just a minute. I'm going to put it down here. Like this. And now we're going to take one of our cherubs. These little pretty angels. I'm going to take this one with the little bird. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and adhere this one down here, right in the middle. Just like that. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and take some of our flowers. So we're going to take our roses once again. And some of our leaves. Let me find my other flowers here. There we go. We're going to take one of these bel canto flowers. We're going to go ahead and adhere it here. I'm going to take off my green here. Okay. And now I'm going to go ahead and add some adhesive. I'm going to adhere it here. We're going to adhere it on the doily, guys, okay? Not on the bottom piece, on the doily. Then we're going to go ahead and take a small pink flower, larger flower, take off those greens. Sorry guys, it's just my thing. I don't like the greens. Alright, we're going to go ahead and put that here. next to our bel canto flower. There. I'm going to put another one here. Right. Looking pretty. I'm going to take one of these leaves. Going to go ahead and give it a few brush strokes here with our gesso, just to give it a complete look. And we're going to put it right under our bel canto flower. Just like that. Gorgeous. And now down here at the bottom, we're going to go ahead and add one of our timepieces. I'm going to use one of the little tiny ones here. Like this. I still want to watch, but I like the bigger one though. We're going to take one of our little hands. I'm going to go ahead and put it together here. Just like so. Like this. And we're going to go ahead and adhere it with some foam adhesive again. I'm going to go ahead and adhere it down in this corner under the doily, just like so. And that's going to move, so you're going to have some action on your card. Okay, super cute. And now we're going to go ahead and add a word up here, and we're going to go ahead and add wish. I'm going to go ahead and add it in that same color I used before. And an I, S, H, wish. We're going to go ahead and take our brush once more, give those words a few dabs. Okay, give the bel canto flower a few dabs as well to give it that icy look. Gonna take my stickles, add a few stickles into the center of that flower to give it a little bit of sparkle. And then I'm gonna go ahead and get some rhinestones here, if I can find them. Should be here. Here we go. We're going to go ahead and use these rhinestones here. And these are 551346. There's some faceted rhinestones. We're going to go ahead and add some pink on here. It's not really pink, it's like an off pink. Just going to go ahead and add some to the sides of the card here. Just a few. Just like that. And love them. Love them. They give it such a finished look. And now we're going to go ahead and do the inside. And the inside is the same thing. We're going to go ahead and cover this here. Right? And then we're going to go ahead and take our white cardstock. Just cover this up here. with our white paper. Take the other one. Gonna go ahead and uncover the other side. And there you have it. We have our card, front, our baggie, and our writing section. The back. Perfect. And love that wish up there with the white. Love the doily, love the dimension, love the sparkle. Do you guys see that sparkle? Right? And you can write your message here. Put some goodies in there. Perfect. All right, let's go on to our last card. And the last card is my favorite, I gotta say. My favorite. And that's this one. And, you know, this one's going to be another of those cards like that. We're going to cover it up with the remaining of what we have here. So we're using all the paper, actually. We're not going to be wasting any of it. It's just a few bits and pieces that, you know, we wasted just to get these covered up. But in essence, we're going to be basically using it all. And I'm going to go ahead and cut this down. Give it a few markings here. I'm going to trim it down. Where's my marking? I just lost it. Oh, here we go. Alright. Gonna trim this end now. Beautiful. Now I'm going to go ahead and trim this one. I should have trimmed it the other way, that way I could cut this, but just a few little trims here. Down here. Right, we have our two pieces of cardstock ready, and then we're going to go ahead and adhere this to the front of the card. Okay, adhering it to this side. Perfect. Now we're going to go back and look if we have any excess paper to just kind of trim it down with our knife here. Just trim that off with the knife. I'm going to give that a little swipe with my distress tool. Right, looking good, looking perfect. We're going to take our white edger once again. I'm going to cover those brown spots with our edger. Right. Looking good, looking good. Now that we have that, we're going to go ahead and take our brush once more. Going to give this front of the card a few dabs of gesso. Give it a nice white Christmas look. Always dreamed of a white Christmas. I love white. So pretty. I guess these would work too with like the regular the regular colors like red and green. But, you know, I just wanted to do something different this year other than the regular standard colors, Christmas colors. Right, give that a few swipes here. Ta-da! Now we're going to go ahead and dry this. Right, make sure it's nice and dry. Right, and now we're going to go ahead and take this piece, this music piece from this piece of paper here, from the composition paper. I'm going to cut that down. Right. We're going to go ahead and use our corner chomper once again. Going to be using the 1/4 inch. Going to cut those corners. I'm using Almanac scrapping corner. And we're going to put this in right in the middle. Okay. So we're going to do that with some foam. Love this foam adhesive, so thick and nice. Gives it a lot of dimension. Alright, it's almost done here with these white backings. Looks good. I'm going to adhere that right in the middle of the card, guys. And now we're going to go ahead and take a punch, circle punch. I'm using this giant Marvy punch. And this is, I think, 2 inch? No, not 2 inch. It's probably 3 inch. I'm gonna take this paper where we cut this out of, and I'm gonna punch a circle out of this text. Just punch that out. It's gonna have this nice text circle. And I'm gonna go ahead and take my glossy accents by Ranger. Hope this is not clogged, and it is clogged. Let me unclog it real quick. Okay. And what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and cover the circle with glossy accents because we're going to be adding some crystals to it. So take, if you have one of these little, I don't know what these are called, glitter buddies or whatever. I'm going to go ahead and add that glossy accents all over this. And you're going to go ahead and take your finger and just rub it all over the circle on the edges and everywhere. And the train is here. Yay, choo-choo train. Okay, now that you have that, we're going to take some diamond dust. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and add some to our circle. This almost looks like sugar. Okay, once that's done, we're going to go ahead and take some tweezers. Just going to give that a quick shake. All right, now we're going to go ahead and set it down on our mat. And we're going to go ahead and give that a quick dry. Alright, so this is what we have. See the sparkle on that? Love that, love those sparkles. Oops. Alright, so now you're going to take that circle and you're going to go ahead and adhere it down with some foam. Yes, the sparkle is diamond dust. Okay, we're going to adhere it down in the middle. It's by, hang on, let me check for you guys. too.Let, that's the company that makes it. Oops, this got stuck to my mat. Okay. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and adhere this down in the middle right here. Right. We're going to take one of our baubles, the large one. I'm going to go ahead and take off this ring at the top here because we won't need that. We're not going to hang it anywhere. I'm going to save that for something else. We're going to go ahead and adhere it down in the middle of this. Okay, so I'm going to be using some hot glue just for some fast action. Just going to adhere it down there like this. Right, this is what we have so far. And after that, we're going to go ahead and work with our flowers real quick. We're going to take one of the small ones. We're going to take a large one. I'm going to take off those leaves. Right. And I'm going to go ahead and put it here. I'll put another one in the middle here. And then I'm going to take one of my bel canto flowers. Should be here somewhere. Where did I leave them? Here we go. Gonna take off the green on that again. Gonna go ahead and adhere it on this side. Right there. And I'm gonna take one of these smaller little roses here and taking a white one. Going to remove that green. Gonna adhere that down on the side, right there. And now I'm gonna take one of my little birds again. Gonna take this one here. Oops. Gonna sit him right on top of the bel canto flower. right there. That's what we have so far. Okay, and now the next part is something I really like, you know, how it turned out. I'm going to take a spool and some twine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tie a knot on this spool. Tie a knot. And then I'm going to wrap this around the little spool. It doesn't have to be a lot, just a little bit. And then you want to leave a little bit extra left. So about that much. Now that you have that, you're going to hold on to this, but you're going to leave this hanging like this. You're going to take your brush, take some gesso, and you're going to go ahead and cover this entire thing in gesso. And the gessos are going to act as an adhesive. It's going to adhere all that twine down, so it's not going to move after it dries. Make sure it's all nice and white. Alrighty. And now that it's all nice and white, give it a quick dry. And we're going to go ahead and adhere it right on top of the bottle. So take your glue gun, adhere it down there, and then this extra stray is just going to go just like that. So just like that. Look at the sparkle on that. And then to finish it off, we're going to go ahead and add a word up here. I added the word Merry. Merry as in Merry Christmas, not Merry as in Mary Garcia. Mary. Oops. Oh. Right. Gonna fix my twine here. Gonna tuck it under these flowers. Alright, and then we're gonna take our brush, add a little bit of gesso to that Mary to give it that icy look. How does it look? Looks great, right? Look at all that sparkle. Don't you love it? I love how that sparkles, and look at that facet. It's really pretty. It really reflects the light so well. Alright, and then for the inside, we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to go ahead and take some white cardstock. It's already pre-cut to size. Going to adhere it down inside. Give it a few distressing swipes, and we're ready. We're done. Looks great. We have our white to write on, our baggie. Looks great, guys. So yeah, these are the cards. fun, easy, quick. Love them. Love the way they turned out. Okay. So let me pen up now. Hi guys. It's really hot. Ugh. Look at my hair. It looks horrible. Okay. So those are the cards for today. So we made this one with the little bird and the facet and the spool there. Okay. Love this. Like I said, these are really easy to make. I mean, you can make so many of these. So easy. And then we have this. Love it. And then we have this one, which is my favorite. And look at that, the way the clock moves. All right. So, I'm glad you guys were here for these cards. Just wanted to talk to you guys for a minute about the Prima event in January. So, one of the perks of living in LA is that you live close to the Prima warehouse and you live close to Palm Springs. So I was able to go to Palm Springs and I went to the place where the event is going to take place. And oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, it's so beautiful. They have a boat inside the hotel where you can ride and go through the whole hotel. And then they have amazing, amazing scenery. I mean, you're in the middle of this like desert and it's like beautiful and you know, for those of you that live in Europe, I know it's winter over there as well as here, but it's snowing and, you know, cold and breezy. You know, come over here and just enjoy yourself. I mean, you know, there's going to be so many fabulous teachers, fabulous make and takes. I'm going to be there, you know, doing the make and takes with this beautiful line as well, Almanac. There's going to be, Jamie's going to be there. Jody Lee's gonna be there doing some make and takes too. You know, so a lot of, you know, fun, fabulous people are gonna be there. Also, leave your husbands at home and, you know, leave the kids and just take some time off. Christmas is coming up. I mean, if you guys don't know what to ask for Christmas, I mean, hello, ask for a ticket to the Prima event. I mean, even if you come for just a day, just being there is so amazing. The place is just beautiful. There's so much good food. Like I had like this burger. It's not like any burger. It's like this burger at this restaurant, and it was so delicious. Like it was juicy and nice and big and it was so delish. So I know Carrie's gonna share the link with you guys. I mean, like I said, it's gonna be really fun. If you guys can come, I mean, it'll be great. And like I said, if you can't stay for the whole weekend, that's okay. They have 1-day passes where you could just go and enjoy yourself. And like I said, in between the classes, in between the make and takes, you can go and enjoy the scenery. There's, a golf course, there's a little lake, there's swans. I saw swans. Oh, so beautiful. There's a nice pool. There's, like I said, a boat. There's lots and lots and lots of stuff to do. Lots of activities. Lots of food. It's going to be amazing. So, yeah, so just come on down and, it'll be fun. And, any questions, you guys, for me? Anything? I have a class on Sunday at Scrapbook Daisies. I'm going to be teaching a layout class, so you guys can take a look at that on my blog, houseofw.com. Any questions for me, guys, before we end the class for today? Who just came in? Hi, Jen. You made it. Look at my, oh my god, look at my fingers. I got a French tip just now. So do we have, what are my favorite colors? I have white, and then I have sand, old bucket, worn jeans, and a pink one. I like the more the neutral colors, but I do have a few. that I always use, but I always use the white one. The white one is nice too. Oh, no problem, Joe. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Yes, I will be at the crop, and I'll be there the whole weekend. You know, if you guys want to come and have fun. I'm gonna be there the whole weekend doing make and takes, craft sponge. So, you know, we're gonna be making some tags. Let me show you guys the tags if you guys haven't seen them yet. Okay, let me show you. All right. So these are the cards we're gonna be making from the Rondell collection. This is one of them. We're also gonna be making this one. Love it. I love this one. It's so nice and pretty. We're also going to be making these tags. These are my favorite tags ever. You guys need to come to this. I mean, these are free make and takes, basically. You guys are going to love this. You know, we're going to be making this one. And these are big, too. Look, it covers my whole hand. This one. We're going to be making this one. Amazing. We're going to be making this one. Look at the dimension on that too. We're going to be making this one. And this one has little pull-out tags. Look at how cute this is. Okay, I'm going to be making this one with the little piano. And we're going to be making this one. And this one also has little pull-out tags like this. Right? So we're going to be making all those tags. We're going to be making the cards. We're going to be making, you know, I know Jody's going to be making a sun catcher. I mean, there's going to be so much stuff there to do that you will not want to miss it. I mean, it's just going to be fun, fun, fun. You know, it's going to be a weekend to remember, basically. But yeah, I hope you guys sign up, and I hope you guys come. And I want to thank you guys for coming in tonight. Any questions before we go? My blog is www.houseofw. House is spelled in German. That's my blog. Any other questions, guys? I'm going to stop the recording now.